I guess the good thing about me forgetting to start it is I get to be here when it does the nostalgic song, and by nostalgic I mean, like, if you can somehow get nostalgic from my older videos from, like, 2 years ago. Not even... No, 2 years ago is accurate, isn't it? We're at least waiting until the next song starts before I start playing. Oh shit, well, I was meant to just pause it, but I guess I did that now. But if you guys are confused, that's the outro music I use for my videos, but I haven't uploaded a video in like 2 years, so it's been a while. I was like, here. Let it play while I finish my setting up. Because yeah, I had to leave my computer. But that meant that I didn't quite turn on the music. The really funny thing about me literally just using the start of the song as my intro is that the entire song is a banger. But you literally only get the intro. What's the plan? The plan was decided last stream. Skyblock. And if you're talking about the plan for Skyblock, I've thought about it and I realized that I'm stupid and that my mom farm is inefficient. And then I can do so much better. But it will at the same time be less efficient, but less dangerous. It'll be, as the kids say, a double-edged sword. Or, well, no. That's not even how you use that phrase. Anyway. Transition, please. Okay, well, Minecraft doesn't want to exist right now, so it's not going to show it. There we go. Widecraft. This really is a good song. It's also really funny when I hear, like, some of the songs. No. Okay, well, music's done for now anyway. But it's really funny when I hear some of those songs in other videos because I'm like, hey, I use that music. Wow. Oh, and the New Year's stream? That's fair. To be fair, the New Year's stream had a whole set of issues. Audio was one of the many. I would edit that down into a video, but that is going to be rough to edit down into a video. Mainly just because it feels like a lot of it is dead air. Like, some of the segments are really fun and really good. But, like, especially towards the end, it loses a lot of the charm that that stream was meant to have. But this year, if I carry on and do that again, I'm going to, like, actually make it good. Okay, so I need cobblestone. So basically, my plan for the mob farm is I'm going to turn it into a pseudo dropper farm. And that's a really fancy way of saying I'm going to make the mobs fall, but I'm not going to try to push them with water. So it's going to be really inefficient because it will be counting on those mobs to fall by themselves, but it will be more efficient than this one because I'm not trying to funnel the mobs in manually. That's fair. I don't want to say I hate it. There is no hate for that stream. It was just a little rough, especially for me. Because, you know, I went from, you know, oh, I have all of these people hopping on the stream, to it's just me. I'm here and I'm alone. And being here and alone does not feel that great. But, you know, I don't think... Hold on, I need to turn my game sounds down. Okay, so I need to do something that's a little dangerous. it up like that. Because right... Oh wait, no, I have such an easy solution. It's unfortunately going to waste some wood, but... Shit, that's not fun. I don't even know if that'll still work. Please! Okay, thank God. I guess let's turn it into... this for now. Shouldn't be any guys in here. There's guys in there. Sounds good. Okay. So I'm going to open this. And I'm going to go up here. Shit. My problem may have just been a little solved for me. Lovely. Okay, this mob farm was even slightly productive because I got some string out of it. Okay. Okay, now that that mess is cleaned up. Honestly, I don't even see that as much of a waste. Because if I just set it up fully, then now I have an efficient way to block off the mob farm area. You know, at some point... Fuck, are phantoms already gonna show up? hope not. That would suck. If they do, I'm just gonna have to funnel myself in. If they do, I'm probably just gonna build a like mini shack around the cobble gen and hide in there until daytime. And I'll just spend all my time mining. You know, I've made it official in my mind. My goal for this Skyblock world, I'm not going to add any like drastic consequences to this, but my goal is to not die. Like, I'm not going to say like, oh, if I die, I have to leave the world or anything like that. But I would like to not. Okay, then let me actually go over here and put a furnace together so I can get some torches. You just want to join me. This is not set up for multiplayer at all. I don't have any mods in this mod pack for multiplayer. This is not meant to be multiplayer. This is meant to be my solo Skyblock thing. It feels very wasteful making charcoal, but also I do get infinite wood now, so. That should ward off mobs in all of the areas. Let me add this here temporarily. While I'm at it, nope. There went my pickaxe. Luckily, I'm currently tearing down all of the blocks of cobblestone I've placed down so far, so I'll be just fine if this one breaks. I may need to borrow the water from the cobble farm just to set up a drop-down point. Because, like, obviously I'm not going to be able to put hoppers at the bottom of this farm. But it would be nice to set it up so that I can in the future. Like, ideally, I'm going to build a farm on this platform, and it's going to be the farm that I have for the rest of the series. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fuck, it's off center. I know what to do. I'm going to very carefully. In fact, I only really needed to cut down this block. That will be something we'll learn together. Because I have ideas in place of what might work, but I don't know how plausible any of them are. And yes, I'm continuing my trend of being ominous about what I have in this mod pack. So that's all you get in the form of, can I do that? Just a solid maybe. Honestly, I really hope I can, because otherwise trying to get villagers is going to be a pain in the ass. Okay, well, let me just do... That's not how you craft slabs. Silly me. Hopefully that's enough. There we go. I just want to get these blocks lit up as soon as possible. I also have no clue what the Nether will be like. Like, honestly, I probably should have tested that before I made this world. Basically, this will be a trip. Trying to work through all of this shit is going to be interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thank God that's even. Well, first I'd have to know the probability for a single zombie to drop iron ingots. And then I think because it's a percentage, you multiply that percentage by 7. Make sure. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. So that right there is going to be the landing platform for our mobs. And I'm going to just preemptively make a chest and put it right there, because that way I can just hook it up once I have the hoppers. Because eventually it would be worth it to put this farm on hoppers. So then, yeah, multiply point. Well, no, hold on. You would multiply, because you gotta take it out of percentage first. So multiply 0.0083 by 7, as in 7 times 0.0083. I just know fractions reduce it a shit ton. Gonna do a risky business move and grab my bucket, grab my water, And if I die here, it's all over. Luckily, it's not all over. So, we want to go, I think it's 25? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yeah, the cobble I have now is definitely not getting me up there, but it's at least going to get me part way. Okay, now I think you divide that by 100, and then that should be the percent chance. I don't know if any of that math is correct. It's been a bit since I've had to do percentages. It's been a bit since I've had to do math, honestly. Okay, let's keep some of these more valuable things. So I guess there's one spoiler. There is, in fact, supplementaries in this. That seems right. Because it's kind of like an exponential probability type situation. You learned what last stream? Oh, as in you learned that we had it last stream. Okay. Oh, why the fuck am I holding the dirt on me? That's a dangerous fucking game to play me. It wouldn't quite all be over if I lost that dirt. But it'd be damn near over. Oh shit, I just realized something. Did I fuck myself? Okay, I forgot I added ultimine. Oh, gotta remember that's in here. That could have ended so very bad. Holy shit, I just saw my life flash before my eyes. Holy fuck. Whew, dangerous games. Okay, but I'm gonna sacrifice that piece of dirt, and a second piece of dirt, because I was a dumbass. Whoa. Whoa, how weird. There's a grass block here. Oh my god. You know, I was stupid and I placed slabs all over my fucking thing. Which meant that the single grass block I had saved had died. But the reason I was so worried about that is because theoretically with this bone I just got, I get a seed. And we just so happen have some water here and some leftover dirt. Because if you notice, I'm doing a bit bad on the food front. I think we lost Gremlin too. I think everybody is currently just you. Oh, hey! Just as I was saying it was just me and Damien. And as of last stream, I can say that. Yeah, welcome. We got the exhilarating time of me mining some cobblestone. And also, you definitely did not miss me cheat in a grass block because I was stupid last time. Well, I tore down my mob farm and then started again. And then also forgot I had ultimine in this mod pack and almost fucking killed myself by ultimining the cobblestone slabs. And also, I'm currently in a food crisis because I didn't think to set up a wheat farm prior. I need the water too. I don't just need the bucket, I need the water too. Okay, that's not gonna die. And then I may have to go back anyway. But you know, basically what I'm gonna set up is a rudimentary drop farm. So like a normal drop farm in a mob grinder is you know, the mobs eventually get pushed into the water streams and then fall down the center. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up one where they just can fall down the center. My voice is dying, apparently, because it keeps cracking. Like I'm 14 again. I don't want to be 14 again. Also about to learn if phantoms are on. I need the water. In fact, what day is it? Where's my local difficulty? Day 3. Okay, so phantoms will start spawning. I don't know if I turned off phantom spawning in the game rules. I don't think I changed any of the game rules for this, but I may have. But yeah, Sam, basically the reason I tore down the mob farm was... Oh no, right now I could not. I would die. Instantly. That's part of the reason I would like to set up a little shack. It's going to encompass this tiny area. In fact, it's going to encompass an even smaller area. Because that's a little too big. I don't want to stop my tree farms. But you know, I had to tear down the mob farm because it was inefficient in the way of... Oh, that's normal cobblestone. Or that's normal cobblestone that I wanted, that's why. Sorry, I can't complete a sentence, apparently. Go to tries to complete a sentence, impossible challenge. You know, anyway. It was inefficient in the way of everything, really. Like, the way I had to handle the farm was just awful. Rude. Because, you know, I had to try to funnel the mobs into a hallway and then survive any hits from them. And that just wasn't going to do it. So I very... Shut the fuck up. I very dangerously dealt with the mobs and had a creeper blow up. But luckily it didn't kill me, it didn't drop me into the void. Which would have been awful, because apparently, in my lapse in sanity from the entire last Skyblock stream, apparently, I had left all the dirt blocks in my inventory, which meant if I had died right then and there, I would have lost all of my dirt and only had the dirt from the island. Yeah, that would have been bad. Luckily, that's not what happened. It very nearly was, but it was not. What is all of this shade being thrown at me? Look, majority of my streams will be solo streams. I can't have you on every stream I make. And yes, I'm attributing all of the shade being thrown at me just to the fact that this isn't a multiplayer stream and you were invited to play multiplayer. That's definitely not the reason, but I'm attributing it to that. I can't fucking speak. I also want to preface, I'm not actually upset. I'm just playing it out for the shits and the giggles. Rude. Oh, you know what I can do? Let's just do this. Luckily, it seems phantoms have not spawned. Let me check. What? Doing something. Okay. Phantoms are on. Of course I did. I think it took me a little bit to watch it after it came out, but I know I watched all of it. I know it was neat, but also it was... Wasn't it, like, also 2 years ago? Should Hemer try to talk about what I did during the fucking New Year's live stream? I don't remember. But also the funniest part is I feel like I remember a lot of live streams happening that I never published. But I'm pretty sure I did publish them because they're in that live stream. In the New Year's live stream. The ones I'm remembering are just the New Year's live stream. That's fair. So even worse. I know I liked it. I thought it was neat. Also, actually, of course I watched it. That's what inspired me to try to do my ARG stuff, was Gen Loss. See, if that's just as old as the New Year's VOD, that means the actual stream happened way longer ago than I thought. Because I remember it took me a bit to... I did not have an ARG I wanted to. I made very early drafts of an ARG. But I never actually finished any of it. In fact, I probably still have the channel for the ARG linked in my... linked on my channel somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This will become the water stream at some point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bam, bam. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bam, bam. I mean, you're not wrong. That's what you're doing. Shit. I'll be so honest, my brain panicked for half a second because I was like, wait, where the fuck did the water go? It's over there, jackass. Jackass is not what I meant to say, but Sam would get mad at me if I called myself a dumbass again, so I guess it worked. You know, I know for the editing pipeline, I'm officially planning to start working on the first 100 Days video. I haven't quite decided if I'm going to make it be just 25 days or all 50 yet. But we'll find out. And then whatever video whatever video wins the, like, poll, that'll be one I either start working on after or start working on in tandem. I will say I'm very tempted to just straight up say I won't edit the livestream VOD into a video, partially because there would be entire parts I'd have to cut out due to audio and other issues, but also partially just because if I end up doing another one, I'd much rather have that new one be how it's remembered instead of the first one I did, because, again, the first one was messy. It was messy, it was all improv, and it shows. I still have love for it just for, like, the fact that I did it, that I did, like, a 7-hour live stream, and went only mildly insane. Also, I will say one reason I made the questions channel in the Discord. I mean, that's fair. Part of the reason I made that questions channel is for the idea of, like, in moments like this where I'm doing just idle work and, you know, need something to talk about, someone could probably put a question there that I can talk about on stream and turn that into a topic. That way, like, for instance, during some of my earlier live streams, there were full lengths of time where it was just me. In fact, during one of the 100 Days live streams, that was the case. It was literally just me. And the biggest issue when that happens is I have nothing to talk about, because I don't have anyone in chat to bounce off of. So, in situations like that, I can just use the questions channel. You know, pull up a question that was asked in there, talk about whatever it mentions, and bam. Like, if it's questions about the Discord server, I'll probably just answer it in the server. But if it's questions about, like, my channel or streaming or, like, how I organize stuff, I don't, then I'll answer it on stream, because, you know, it's a neat fact that you want to know about what I'm doing right here and now. That's fair. I want to preface it with, you don't have to be, like, I'm in a much healthier place with streaming now than I was, because I am very much doing it now for the idea of just sitting here playing games while people can watch. And I am not even just, like, fully content with the idea of it being just my friends. I'm almost more comfortable with that idea. Like, I'm not opposed to the idea of someone else hopping in and joining and such, but I'm perfectly fine with the idea of it just being me and my friends. Or even just me. That's fair. That's also fair. This is a good way of doing that, because I think the best part about this is I know you keep wanting to be included in games, but I have a lot of friends that aren't always available to play games, and this is kind of like a middle ground in that, is like, if they can show up every once in a while, just pop in and say hi, they don't have to be fully available to, like, sit there for a couple hours and play a game, but it's also not something that would mean that, like, oh, I'd never want to play games with people because I can just do this. It's something where, you know, I can do it on my own most of the time and still enjoy it, but it's almost breathing life back into those games I play by myself, because I still get the component of people. Like, one of the things I've learned over the past year, or I guess relearned, because I was in tune with that shit when I was a kid, is that even though I'm socially anxious, I'm still a very social person. And what that really translates into is I'm super awkward in conversations, like trying to meet new people, for instance. But when you like actually know me, I don't know when to shut up, basically. To put it kind of mean to myself, I don't actually see myself as like obnoxious, but I know I can talk a lot, and I can be really good at talking about nothing, but not even in the way of like everything I'm saying is completely meaningless and there's nothing you can see from it. More so in the way of I keep talking about a bunch of different things and never land on a single topic. But like the other kind of double-edged sword of fuck, this is gonna get rid of my hunger. Oh shit. Oh fuck, there's also probably gonna be mobs up here. Okay, thank God there's no mobs yet. I'm honestly insanely lucky for that. You know, I'm good at idle chatter even if I'm talking about something. Which, like, my biggest issue when I first tried to start streaming is I didn't know how to direct that without having someone to bounce off of. And I think the biggest issue there is that I could never see the chat. But, like, now that I can, it's really easy for me to do that bouncing off, even though I'm not actually talking to anyone. I'm mostly talking to myself during this. But it's like the idea of directing that. This is off topic, but I know another idea I've been like toying with in my mind ever since I really started streaming is the idea of doing a stream that is just me editing videos, mainly for the fact of like getting me through it essentially. Because my biggest issue has always been I find the creation of videos and posting the videos to be a really fun and engaging and rewarding process. But that doesn't help me when I'm sitting there alone at my computer editing this video. In fact, that just makes it worse because I'd much rather be either streaming or recording a video or posting a video that doesn't exist yet. But like, I could do a kind of like chill stream where I just put on like music in the background and just talk about things, which that would also be where the questions channel would come into play a lot. Honestly, I think if I did a stream like that, the gimmick would be... I think the gimmick of that would be, you know, I'm in the background editing, and it's you guys sending me questions in the questions channel, and I will just talk about something until I reach the end of my train of thought, and reach the end of whatever rabbit hole I'm going down, and then move on to the next one. Which, I think a little would go a long way in that stream, purely for the fact of, you know, editing is a very focused process most of the time, which I think is my biggest issue with it, is it's so mentally taxing. Because, you know, I have to sit there and listen to the recorded clip and look at it and find good segments to include in the final video. So we gotta add that to the saga of pizzas, right? We got Cheez-It pizza, we got spaghetti pizza. What's next? You know what, if I ever... Maybe that's another stream I should do. I should, like, try to make my cooking mod again. And just add recipes recommended by you guys. But if I do that, I am adding two of them being... One of them being Cheez-It, one of them being spaghetti pizza. That should be another stream I do. And then every time I play Minecraft after that, I have to have my cooking. And also, honestly, dumb questions would be perfectly fine. Gremlin context, I'm talking about two things I mentioned that are relevant to what I'm saying right now. Is part of the reason I have that questions channel is for times like this where I'm doing a very, like, tedious task and I need something to talk about to keep the flow going for the stream. If, like, let's say I'm in a boat where I'm doing a stream and no one's in the chat, so I don't have anyone to bounce off of in that aspect. I can look in the questions channel and just start talking about whatever questions in there to my heart's content until I find an end. Or, another idea is, I know something that's been, like, swirling in my head. Something that's been swirling in my head for forever is the idea of doing an editing stream, where basically I'm editing a video while I'm streaming, and that's my way to kind of get through it. And the, like, I guess, gimmick of that stream, other than it just being, hey, you guys get to watch me edit, is, it would be you guys ask me questions throughout the stream, and I will just milk a question for all it's worth, like, talk about it, go down whatever rabbit holes my brain goes down before I move on to the next question. And it would probably be you guys just post those questions in the Discord channel, so that if I'm stuck on a single question for, like, half an hour, the next question doesn't get lost in chat. And in the event that we somehow have someone else in the chat that's not in the Discord server, you guys can also just put their questions in the Discord channel. But, you know, basically my editing stream would just turn into a Q&A. But I think a single question would, like, the whole half an hour thing. Like the Russian guy, yeah. Hope he's doing well. Anyway, the reason I think a little will go a long way for the questions is because part of the reason I hate editing is it's such a focused process, which is part of where streaming it comes in. That's part of where streaming it comes in, because then instead of having to sit there and do nothing and basically, like, hate myself for that length of time, instead I get to answer these questions, and during the parts where I have to focus, I will focus. It's gonna take me a hell of a lot longer to edit these things, but I will be happier by the end of it. Welcome back, Sam. Alright, we got the trio again. I also admittedly don't know how long this stream will be. I know at a maximum I'll only stream for another hour. But that's because I have work tomorrow. I gotta earn my big boy bucks. No. You can tell. If you look at the screen, I have very much not. In fact, I fear I am still in the center of it. Yeah, so if anyone was wondering, this is basically... Oh yeah, Gremlin, also more context from the last live stream I did of this. This is my mob farm. This is my solution for how inefficient my last one is. You have work soon? At if you don't mind me asking, what job do you have that you have to go in this late? And if you don't answer that on stream, that is also totally fair. Yeah, fuck are you working? Lobbies? Damn. Is the pay good at least? And like, I don't mean like $30 an hour good. I mean like, is it more than the minimum wage in that state? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. I gotta basically arbitrarily place torches for now. Can I ask why it's $2 extra specifically? I mean, that pay is really fucking good. Which, granted, if you're where I left you, makes sense. I'm not gonna dox what state you live in, but it makes sense that it's that good. So is it you just get paid those $2 extra for being on night shift? Like you just get an extra $2? Is it just $2 on top of your entire paycheck, or is it an extra $2 an hour? Because if it's a whole extra $2 an hour, that's fucking awesome. I'm very concerned. I have very few jumps left. Damn! So you're getting paid over $19.50 an hour. How many hours is it? Like, I'd be fucking miserable. But I'd be rich. Holy shit. You know, I had the pet idea of, like, setting up a Minecraft server for streaming with you guys. I think I might ask if you'll pitch in. Because holy shit. Obviously, you won't be forced to, but holy shit. Apple. Apple. I just saw an apple. Where's the apple? Don't panic, folks. I have 3 food bars. Fuck it, at this point, I just make you pay for this server. The entire thing. That is a joke. No one get mad at me, that is a joke. I would not. Look, that's a lot of jumps. See, look, at this rate, all that has to happen is Sam's commissions go off, and then you have your pay, and then it should just be the 2 of you paying for it. But you know, I am seriously considering the idea of doing a Minecraft server that's like specifically for me streaming. Damn. That sucks. You know, Gremlin, you have money, go commission Sam. Make the big bucks. Fucking better. Look, I've got the pristine evidence of the fact that it is a good investment right here. She didn't even charge me extra for the second sweatshirt. Or for the tearing it to pieces. Which totally is not related to the fact I'm dating her. She's just that good. All jokes aside, I assume it factors into that somewhat, but I don't actually think it factors into it that much. That's fair. I think the, like, overall stance to have with commissions is it's not going to be your indisposable income, but it is going to be good for very gradually making money. You should have charged me more. See, my only issue with D&D is the fact that it takes up multiple hours of my life every week or every, like, 2 weeks, or even every month. And, like, I always enjoy it in the end, but I always dread it. Also, with the advertising yourself on social media, she already does that. Granted, the only social media she really has, I think, is Tumblr. But I guess I advertise her. She's in all my descriptions now. Well, she's in all of my descriptions post new avatar. But also, excuse you, the RPs were very different. And also, to be fair, 90% of the time we were doing those when we were, like, in school or putting off other things we were supposed to be doing. And also, the start of doing them was when I was falling in love with you. So I wanted to be doing something with you. So ha! Take that. And I've now just third-wheeled the entire rest of the stream. I will say, the thing... You love falling artists? Also, so, I already mentioned this at the start of the stream, but you two also weren't here at that time. Do you think I should... Hello. Do you two, or not two, do you guys, all three of you, think that I should wait to do more 100 Days stuff until I finish editing the first 50? Or, like, just at some point after we've gotten the newer games out of my system, I'll start doing it again, even if those edited videos haven't come out yet? Basically, do I wait until they're edited, or don't wait? Like, not saying that as in, oh, next video will be 100 days, saying that more so as, you know, eventually I'll get back. I see. Also, guess what? The chat broke again. You know, Sam, if you don't want to do TikTok, theoretically what you could do is you could post speed paints on Shorts. I know Shorts is pretty good at spreading content like that. Hey guys, you know the thing I was dreading? Yeah, what's happening? Woo! Okay, so this is why the shack was created. Because now, for the entire rest of this night, I am just sitting in the shack. I did not turn them off. I was checking if I had turned them off earlier. And I'm not going to turn them off. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot what you were referencing in that most recent message. But, yeah. Honestly, I don't have the, like, overarching hatred everyone has for them, other than it's just they're annoying. Like, I don't hate the fact that they're added. But I do still find them annoying. I think their features could have been done better, but it's not, like, the worst thing that could have ever happened. The sniffer, however, I'm pissed. But, you know, Sam, if you posted speed paints, that could be a good way to that could be a good way to advertise. And then, theoretically, assuming you have permission, I mean, maybe not even, like, get permission, but, like, state that you're gonna do it before they get a commission. But, like, basically, after you've completed a commission, you could even post the speed paint of that commission. Is it daytime yet? Like, I was gonna say... Alright, bye-bye. Oh, wait. Everyone's leaving. It's back just me and you, Damien. But yeah, no, anyway. I know you don't have the speed paint or the canvas for my avatar anymore, but, like, if you still had that, you could make that a speed paint, which I'll probably have to tell her that again when she gets back. But I got my thought out. That's what matters. I know everyone despises it, but honestly, I can't bring myself to hate it because of the fact that it brought glow ink sacks into the game. And, like, as much as I know people... As much as I know that people, like, absolutely hate the... As much as I know people absolutely hate the glow squid and wish that, like, the other mobs on that vote were added, I honestly probably would have voted for it if I could. Hello, you should not be here. Fuck. At least it didn't hurt me. Okay, apparently these were not well enough lit up. Yeah, that's fair. I can appreciate it for what it added to the game. But, like, I fully understand if you can't. Which, like, honestly, purely for the fact of, like, again, my biggest reason that I don't hate them is literally just... Yeah, honestly, that's what I was about to say. My only reason for not hating them is what they offer, and if they had just used that for a different, or, like, added that feature in a different way, I would probably hate them too. That's fair. I think I remember not actually liking the idea of the isolator that much. Alright, good news, my mob farm is already working. It's already working pretty fucking well. But, like, again, with my... I don't know why I'm saying again, I barely touched on the point. But, like, my whole thing of not really liking the isolator, that was mostly... I didn't like the hassle of, like, oh, I'm just exploring and suddenly I run across this ice guy that kills me. But, like, that's basically how Minecraft is anyway. I'm not saying I had a valid point, I'm just saying that was my thing. That was my gripe. Oh, do you not? Hold on, I think if I just up this by 1. Nope, still dying. See if that works. Yes, it does. Okay. So that means I also need to make this a full platform here on that level. In fact, if the floor is there, I want to bring this down a bit. Just a block. Honestly, Armadillo is still one that I 100% say I prefer. because my biggest gripe with all of the people that were pissed about the armadillo winning is none of the things that they wanted from the crab were 100% promised. Because like 90% of people are like, oh, you know, maybe it'll make building easier. Or, not building. No, yeah, building. Maybe it'll make building easier with the further reach. We were never told it'll give further reach. And we've already been spurned before by, like, giving ourselves false promises. Because that is exactly what happened with the, that is exactly what happened with Sniffer. Were we? I thought it was just, I thought we were just told about the further mining distance, not block placement. It could have been both, and I could be wrong. But I remember it just being mining that we were told about. Oh, interesting. So was it mining that we weren't promised? Because all I remember is when they revealed the crab, there was a bunch of people that were like, oh, it'll let us do X thing and X thing, without us ever getting promised those things. Okay. So it must have been farther mining distance. This... Oh shit, I got a music disc. You know, honestly, I wish they kept doing mob votes, but I get why they didn't, because no matter what they did, someone would be disappointed. Because, like, the biggest flaw with what people would say and, like, believe about the mob votes is they hype themselves up for a bunch of features that weren't promised, and then be disappointed when those features never happened. Like, it would have been better if those features did, but they didn't. You don't even know if I have a backpack mod. You may guess, but you do not know. Oh shit, I need to get on top of there. Time to do some risky business. Because I am feeling a bit brave with the fact that I am now going to be almost at full health. That is very true. You are, in fact, correct. See, I can't remember which mob vote it actually was, but I know there was one I was like... Was it the sniffer or the allay that made it so the copper golem wasn't originally added? I think it was the allay. Because I remember being a lot more excited about the copper golem for redstone machines than the allay, and then the allay ended up turning out to be kind of a disappointment in that way anyway. Oh, we might be having another person join us, possibly. Well, they don't do the mob votes anymore, so... They stopped doing them because of backlash. And honestly, with the sniffer, I would have been more happy with either of those two than the sniffer. And, like, I wasn't too butthurt about losing to the sniffer until it came out and had literally only the things they promised. Because, like, that was when the, like, Badgerman guy was leaking stuff and was, like, being accurate with it. And then they didn't end up using any of the other plants that got leaked. The sniffer had so much more build potential, and then just didn't. I think overall, Minecraft is just in a rough place. Because, like... My biggest issue with it right now is they have the new game drops, which will allow them to add more updates more often. But it means we're most likely not going to see another Caves and Cliffs scale update. Like, it means we're going to get all the updates, the, like, small updates that the game has been needing for years. Oh, yeah, there is. I'm going to be working all day, so I guess I'll find out on my own time. That's the other sad thing. I'm not as excited about Minecraft Live anymore. Dude, I just hope we got a fucking end update. Like, I know that's been the meme of the community for the past couple of months, of just... People are like, oh, end update, yada yada yada, oh, all these wild connections for it. I genuinely want an end update. See, I think the reason it's less exciting is a mix of we're older now, and also it's changed since we were younger. Like, that is both one of the things that I think gets Minecraft the most love and the most hate, is the fact that it's constantly updated. Which means they're going to have... Honestly, if you think about it statistically, they're probably going to have more bad updates than there are good updates. Because Minecraft has had controversial updates since Notch was in charge of it. Every update has had some kind of controversy around it from the creation of Minecraft. And it's not necessarily the game itself. It's not even the fact that the game itself is getting worse with every update, it's that our nostalgia and our love for the game is making us more upset every update. And for the version of Minecraft they, like, fell in love with, it probably is. Because the thing is, that update is very much the, like, turning point of Minecraft to many people. Fuck! Fuck, 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 fuck. You know what, all things considered, that was a very graceful cleanup on my end. That could have ended so much worse. Because I'm a very firm believer in the fact that Minecraft has not, like, it hasn't, like, fallen off, would be the way you could say it. It is not in its worst state it's ever been. It's not like, oh, it's only gonna get worse. It's changed. It's changed, and not just in the fact that it's changed hands, but it's changed, like, in the way people use it. Fuck. Oh, fuck, I can't do that like that. Okay, problem solved. That was almost awful. Okay, well, that's I guess, a reveal of one of the mods. Surprise! Farmer's Delight's in here. I don't know who's all actually surprised about that. Okay, let me rest and recuperate real quick. Another music disc. Nice. One step closer to making a bed. Okay. Whew. Yeah, no, that was almost very bad ending. Those were really close number guesses for like what the actual length of the mod list, or what the length of the creative pages is. Also, carrot. Yippee. You know, I just thought of a mod I feel like I should add to this, just because it'd be really fucking interesting to see how it would be handled. I don't think I will, so I am going to reveal what it is. But my thought process was, what if I added mine colonies? Like, I don't think I would, because I think there genuinely would be too much clash. You know, eventually, a zombie does have to drop iron. See, I don't like it, because it makes it really hard to hit them. See, I think the thing I hate the most is how well Rage Bait actually works on me. Like, if I am actively aware of the fact that that's what they're trying to do, it will not be super effective. But, like, if I'm not aware, it fucking works. Come on, someone's gotta drop iron. I know, but, like, still. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not a baby, I can handle Skyblock. Look, the only reason I cheated in that grass block is just because there's literally no other way to get grass. Like, I'm 90% sure even with the mods I have, if I could get to them, I still wouldn't be able to get it back. Oh, fuck. I should save that guy. Fuck. Oh, fuck, that killed him. Okay, well, I handled that poorly anyway. My plan was I was going to put him in the boat and then drop him down here. Which... if that's my plan. I should clear this area out better. If I didn't have him in the boat, he would have despawned eventually. That's a fair point. Christ. Someone, drop some iron. Christ, got another carrot before I got iron. Guys, I don't think I'm getting iron this stream, because I'm probably going to be stopping soon. The only thing I can say is at least I have a working mob. Oh, that's the Minecraft music. I'm not used to having my Minecraft music on. So I was very confused and mildly concerned. Hey, another onion. consider I have to work tomorrow. And also, I'm not as young as I once was, and I can't just stay up till midnight and then go to work. Especially since my entire job is making sure people fucking die. Oh, that's why I was hearing Minecraft music. Hey, I got a backpack. Okay, so another mod reveal. I have sophisticated backpacks. Holy shit. Well, fuck. Okay. Guess who's got a backpack? And like a pretty damn good one at that. Goddamn. Gremlin, I can't remember. Are you older than me or younger than me? Like, I'm pretty sure we're the same age. But I can't remember if you're, like, a little bit older or a little bit younger. Why would I do that? Sick, that means I can pull superiority. Means I can pull rank on you. Yeah, I will keep streaming until exactly 9 o'clock my time. And you know what? If I do get in ironing it at 9 o'clock, I will extend it for another, like, 5 minutes. Maybe. I'll extend it for a little bit. But I'm not going past 9:15. And why not? Because I love to make you live in suspense. Also, I'm a little curious myself. Okay, I did not. There you go. There's your iron. Or not iron. Front flesh furnace. Honestly, I'm kind of shocked I didn't have one of those mods, but, you know, details. I don't think I'm going to be getting iron before 9 o'clock. I know. And I'm not trying to show them. I do want to specify it's 9 o'clock my time, not one of your guys' times. And it's 9 o'clock p.m. Look, I specified on the last episode that you guys would find out what mods I have when I run into them. Officially, you have already learned about, like, 3 mods that I have. Probably because it was spam. might have somehow tripped one of my filters. I don't think there's 5 mods that you learned about officially in this stream. I'm saying mods that I 100% confirm. And also, learning that mods are not in the stream does not count. I don't fully know how you could have, but I'll take your word for it. I also don't remember if I have that mod, so haha, take that. See, that's the real battle, is I don't remember all of the mods I installed. I mean, the good news is you're not going to miss much, because I'm literally going to kill these zombies and then set up the Oh boy. Yep. Yep, that is the last zombie of the night. Oh, never mind. It gave me a reason to keep playing a little bit longer. Okay, hold on. I need to... I thought I'd be done. Give me a reason to keep going. Shit, did that kill it, actually? It fucking did. Hey, Gremlin. Oh, well, chat's broken. But that doesn't fully change much. Yeah, that strategy did not work. Someone's gonna tell... Oh, hi Sam. I have bad news for you. I know you just got back, but stream's about to end. I just gave an ultimatum of like, hey, I'll keep streaming streaming until 9, and if I don't get any iron, I'll end it. And a spoiler alert, I have not gotten iron. I have gotten other things. Like, for instance, I have a backpack now, and I somehow have gotten 4 music discs. But I do not, in fact, have any iron. I keep hoping, like, one of these last zombies will have it. Yeah, that's it. And then also, Gremlin had the idea of... Because I've gotten a total of 2 zombie villagers in my moth farm now. And I've tried to save both of them. Not 12, 4. Did I say 12? I did not mean 12. I meant 4. I mean, there's 12 slots for discs. Holy shit, if I got a cauldron, I could get a second bucket of water right now. Because all I'd have to do is drink that potion, get the bottle, and fill up a cauldron. Also, there's a chance I did say 12. I am prone to misspeaking. Yeah, anyway, we're going to call it there. Let me go to my ending stream screen. Hello? Hello? There we go. So my microphone decided to disconnect slightly. That's awkward. It also means that my guy is just not moving right now. Hello? Test. There we go. Now he's back. I don't know where it cut off. Basically, I was saying bye and good night. Um, I have no clue what the next stream will be, and I almost said the most obvious message of it'll either be a game I've played or a game I haven't. Duh. I know for a fact it won't be 100 days, which is kind of a relief because I feel like I needed a break from it. And yeah, other than that, have a good rest of your night, guys. Try not to stay up too late. Other than Gremlin, obviously, because they're earning fucking $19 an hour. Anyway, yeah.